Jack Squad, YouTube family, what's going on? How everybody doing? I hope you're making it happen for yourself. I hope you making it happen for yourself. Listen, y'all know I'm a reality head. I love some reality TV, right? And it's a show I've been watching. It started off as a funny hee-hee-ha-ha show, right? But it got serious. It got serious, right? So I'm talking about Love After Lockup. Now, this is a show, in case y'all don't know, where men and women entertain and correspond with people that are in prison and in hopes of being with them when they get out. And the problem is, most of the time, they don't know them before they met them in prison, right? Pen pal type situation, right? And then they get out and expect them to be a husband, a father, and all these things. And they can't even be true to themselves. They don't even know themselves yet, right? So that's the problem that I have, right? So this last episode, there's a couple, Arthur and Hope. Now, Arthur is the guy with the tattoos all over his face. And when he got out, his mom met him and the girl, Hope, who he's going to be with, right? See, the problem with these women is they put too much pressure, for one, on these guys. They have to get normalized back to society. They need to get themselves together mentally and financially before they can be anything to you. And why these women don't understand that, I do not know. A lot of time they marry them, they want to get out and be a husband and a father. They can't do that. They trying to be an individual. They got to learn who they is outside, right? And so they were having a conversation. Now he told her he liked to sew, right? But he couldn't say that in prison because then the guys would think he was gay or feminine or whatever. It wasn't a manly trait to be sewing, right? So he kept, whatever his feelings was, he's kept to himself. So he's used to keeping his feelings to himself, right? Now, and that may be why he got everything hard all over his face or whatever. But anyway, that's how he expresses himself. But anyway, she bought him a sewing machine. Then she took him to the fabric store. Now, she expected him to get some fabric and start sewing and making some money right now, right? These dudes and women have to acclimate back to society. And why these women ain't figured this out, I don't understand. They not regular. You got to give them a chance to come out and be regular. First of all, they have nothing. They're dependent on you. In the inside, that don't feel good, right? So they want to be a man. They want to be their own person, right? Let them get themselves together first, right? And I believe that Arthur has not touched her because she said she thought they was going to get enough of each other, so on and so forth, and that has not happened. So I believe he has not even touched her. So that would tell you that he needs to adjust and he's not ready, right? So they went to the fabric store and then they come back and she wants him to dig into his feelings, something that he's not able to do. And she kept asking the questions, tell me how you feel, And it sent him off, right? Now, he had a mental break. Some people are saying it was a panic attack. I don't quite know what a panic attack looked like. I don't believe that was a panic attack. That was a real psychotic break. Now, is a panic attack a psychotic break? I don't believe so. It's an episode of some sort. But I think that, I really believe that he had a nervous breakdown, right? What folks call a nervous breakdown, temporary, something happened, right? So he goes outside and then he is talking to the producers and he says, well, he told her to her face, he looked her dead in her eyes and said, I think I'm institutionalized. Now, meaning he feels more comfortable in prison than he does out in society. I don't know if she understood that's what that meant, right? So he's outside and he's crying. He said he sees demons. That right there is when the break happened. He said he sees demons, right? He sees demons and then they're turning into animals. The man had a psychotic break. Now, by the time she get out there, she's telling him, I'm right here. And I kind of understand where she's coming from. But if I go outside and look at anybody, whether it's my man, my child, my anybody, and they have the look in their eyes that he had, I'm going to fall back and we're going to call 911 and get some experts here, right? And she kept saying, I'm right here, I'm right here. And I think she was trying to be loving, but it wasn't working. And then she wanted him to hug her, and he couldn't. He could not, right? Now, he looked at her and said, I love you. But it wasn't like, I love you. It wasn't that, right? I think he was saying what he thought he was supposed to say. Then they called his mother, and he said the same thing, right? I think that he had a psychotic break. I don't know what has happened since, but I do know that she did something and put him in jail, right? Something falsely accused of something. Listen, he can't be whatever it is you want him to be, sis. He can't be that, right? He can't be that. And you want him to be normal, and he can't. He's abnormal right now, right? he needs three things, three that I know of. He needs his mama. He needs love from his mama. He needs a therapist of some sort. And then he needs probably to take some medicine or something to regulate him. And he needs Jesus. He needs some spirituality, right? He needs those things, especially when he said he's seen demons. He needs some spirituality, right? Because he's fighting something in the inside. He's fighting something on the inside. I felt very, very sorry for him. But the way his eyes were frozen and fixated frightened me. I'm all the way at home in my house, right? And for her to be looking at him and not understand that he needed something beyond a hug from you was even scarier, right? Because you're dealing with something that you don't know how to deal with. You're dealing with an individual you don't know how to deal with, right? And I'm glad that the producer stopped filming and got him some help. That was what they were supposed to do. And it was a very eye-opening. Like I already knew. I mean, I've been saying this because I watched the show. This just happened to be a very bad scenario. But I already knew that these guys cannot come out and be your husband or the father to these kids that he don't even know. They can't. And what really boggles my mind is when these women meet these men in the penitentiary and then introduce them to their children and then have the children calling them daddy. You don't even know this man. You do not know this man. And to me, it's like they're all very delusional. Very. Everybody's delusional, right? So we're going to hope and pray that Arthur gets the help he needs after he gets out of the situation. Like, I don't know what happened, why and everybody is saying, I don't know, that she falsely accused him of something and put him back in jail. I hope they straighten that out. If she did falsely accuse him, shame on her, and karma coming. And I hope that they're able to get him out and get him some help and get him on the right track. I personally now think that he should go with his mother. And I also think that his mother knew that something was wrong with him. And that's why she wanted him to come home with her. I think she knows, because you know your child, right? And I think that she thought she could give him the love or the guidance or whatever it is that he needed, that she had his interest she had his interest better than Hope, right? So we'll see how that goes. Like, that was very sad to me. That was very traumatic and very sad to watch. It was just very sad to watch, because in my mind, I'm thinking, is he going to hurt somebody? Is he harmful to others? Because, there are men, people that will do things to go back to prison because they can manage better in prison. They can't manage here on the outside. And she was pressing him and asking him questions and asking him questions and asking him questions. And he wasn't able to dig deep like she wanted him to. It takes time. It takes time to some people can come out and get right with it. We don't know if they have any internal issues or not, but they appear to be normal. It takes time. It's a process, right? Especially if they've been in over and over again, or they've been in for a long period of time. it takes time for them to acclimate back to normalcy, you know? So shame on her if she lied on him, because he needs help. He doesn't need a relationship. He don't need a relationship. He needs help. He needs to get himself together for him. See, first of all, these people have to get themselves together for themselves before they can be anything to anybody else. That's just it, right? And when people don't understand that, I don't know why they don't understand that. That's just common sense, right? They've been locked away, and they've seen all type of atrocities, and they, been around a whole bunch of different personalities. And like he said, he saw someone get unalived in front of him, and he saw their soul. That's devastating, right? It's devastating. So, again, we're gonna pray for Arthur. We're gonna pray for Arthur. Arthur needs Arthur needs the love from his mom and his siblings, his family. He needs he needs some spiritual guidance, and he needs some therapy of some sort, right? If not, some meds to stabilize him, right? And I don't know, I still want to know what that triangle is, that upside down triangle with all that stuff on his face. See, first of all, he's going to need a job. I don't know who's going to hire him looking the way he looks. That's first of all, right? I don't know what you do in that case. Do you remove the tattoos? Are they removable? Does it leave scars? Like, he needs to look presentable, and he needs, cause when he look at himself, he don't see normalcy, right? He needs to see himself in a normal light so he can feel normal, right? So anyway, we're gonna pray for Arthur, and shame on Hope if she did anything wrong to get him put back in jail. Shame on her, and like I said, karma will handle that, right? So yeah, this is what I'm saying to everybody. I don't know why people go to the penitentiary. This is the lowest a person can be to pick a mate. I don't understand that. This is the lowest that a person can be besides homeless, right? Where they cannot help themselves, let alone you. Now, yeah, it's true enough. There are some people in there, they got money and so on and so forth, right? They have money. Do they have this, right? So I don't know why anyone would decide, okay, I'm going to look on the prison rolls and find my man. Yes, I am, right? And the same goes for the men, because the men will pick these women who are very, very needy, very, very needy, and very, very selfish, right? And I think, as a matter of fact, it's selfish on everybody's part, the people on the outside, to think these people are going to be what they want them to be. It's selfish, right? Because they got to get themselves together. And, I see the women that have come on there, and they basically don't want to do nothing too much. They just want the kids or somewhere. They want somebody to come down and be a savior to them without any assistance, right? You have to help your mate. You just do. You have to help your mate. If that means you have to go to Wendy's and get a job, start wiping off tables, dropping fries, then that's what you're going to have to do, right? Start at the bottom, rise on up to the top, right? So anyway, y'all, we're going to pray for Arthur, like I said. And matter of fact, all inmates that come out need prayer and help, right? Yeah, they all need help, right? So anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to your girl, Jackie with a Q. And everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.